Every time these two get together, watch out. 6 gold medals as a men's doubles team this season. Talking about Rob Nunnery and Andrei Daescu. Back again here at the APP Houston Open. You're taking a live look at Rob Nunnery getting warmed up here. Nunnery, 38 years old. His hometown, Ponte Vedra Beach in Florida. Played collegiate tennis at UNC Asheville, and he and Andrei Daescu have certainly figured something out this season. Daescu, a well-known doubles partner, especially here on the APP Tour. He's 35 years old, now calls Palm Beach, Florida home, but he played his collegiate tennis at Oklahoma. Nunnery fired up and ready to go. Coming over here saying, let's go, squad. Certainly, Nunnery and Daescu are always ready, and this team is going to have to be if they want to beat them here in our men's doubles semifinals at the APP Houston Open. This is Wyatt Stone, just 18 years old, out of New Braunfels, Texas. Same home as Hunter and Yates Johnson. He has 4 APP Next Gen gold medals, Chad, so you know this one.
Yeah, I've known Wyatt for years, actually.
Cannot wait to learn more about his story. He is paired up with Todd for this tournament. 29 years old. Todd originally from Vancouver, Canada. He played his collegiate tennis at Weber State and actually had a
Would
fifth
that be
year.
Weber State?
No, Weber State.
It's Weber.
You know,
don't try and correct her. It's
especially
Weber State.
because you want to know how that is ingrained in my main.
Give me some.
Guess who else went to Weber State?
Who's that?
Damian Lillard. Now of the Milwaukee Bucks.
She knows.
Trailblazers.
Here we go.
Listen.
She knows for sure.
Sorry I brought it up.
Covered the Blazers for years. I know Weber State well.
You know, that was a lead-in for you, but now you just took it too far.
Perfect.
You're the one who questioned me.
Well, you know me. I question everything.
I know, so I'm just proving my case. Weber State it is. Weber State is where Todd played his collegiate tennis. He also, here's your little fun fact, used his 5th year of eligibility to play golf at Weber State.
Why not?
Fun fact. There you go. So that is going to be our stage set for you folks here at home getting ready for this men's doubles action. Wyatt Stone and Todd Fote taking on Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery. I feel like I ask you guys this pretty much every time we see Daescu and Nunnery play. What is it going to take for Wyatt and Todd to get the win?
Well, like we just mentioned in the last match where we had Wilcox and Brown playing against Ackerman and Harris, we talked about it late. We really didn't hit it early. But if you're a lower seed and you want to take out a top seed, what is the key? And the key is playing clean. And Fote and what Wyatt Stone need to do right now is they need to play clean. They need to think, all right, let's keep everything in play. Let's really try and grind these guys out, because what Daescu and Nunnery do is, as big and intimidating and imposing as they are, they're going to grind you out. They're not going to pull the trigger too quick, especially Andrei Daescu. He is really going to grind those points, dink cross court. So it'll be interesting to see who's on the left and right here with Fote and Stone, but that's going to be the key, is who's going to be cross court from Andrei Daescu. And then, Chad, we talk about all the time, Nunnery, one of his biggest weapons is that trigger pull he has.
Yeah, and he hides it so well. He just drops that head of the paddle down, and he can hit 3 different spots, whether it's cross-court, middle, down the line, all from that single spot. But I tell you what, since Chicago, when they lost to Sincola and Avern in the final there, it has been all business for Nunnery and Daescu.
We've only seen like 2, maybe 3 chest bumps. It's been business trip-esque for the 2 of them. They come in, they beat you, they tap paddles, and they go on to the next.
Every single time. And take a look at what that business-like approach has gotten these two. Andrei Daescu, the 2023 APP gold medal leader. He's got 17. Man doesn't even play singles. 17 for Andrei Daescu. He and Susanna Barr, a formidable duo in mixed doubles as well. We're guaranteed to see them tomorrow.
4 of those 6 leaders only play 2 events. Hunter and Paris are the only 2 that play all 3 events. Susanna, Simone, and Rob on that list, they only play mixed and women's and or men's. That's it. Like, that's amazing with the number of gold medals. And it's even more amazing with Daescu. Doesn't play singles at all, and he's sitting on top.
All he does is win. That's what it seems like with Andrei Daescu. But Todd and Wyatt look to upset the favorites here on championship court. Can they do it against Nunnery and Daescu? Going to be a fun one here. So we broke down a little bit about what to expect in this match. And now it is just time to get underway here in Houston. The breeze is rolling through.
I'm liking it.
So let's just get going while we got it.
Some coldness on the back of my neck.
I wouldn't go as far as cold.
Well, it's just because there's so much sweat coming down there. A warm breeze still feels cold.
I don't know that people need to know all that.
Hey, I'm an open person. I'm like
an open book.
I'm a book. Just open me up and read me. Sometimes it's interesting. Sometimes it's it's hard to get through the slower sections.
We all have our chapters.
Okay, game one. Time in.
I don't know where to go from that. Let's play pickleball, shall we? Underway here on Championship Court, men's doubles semifinal action.
Oh,
side out.
What?
That's just a disgusting angle right there from Daescu, like it was nothing.
It's just a flick of the wrist. I don't know if he meant to go that much angle there, but it worked out pretty well.
Very casual. Foe went left hand in the middle right there to get that ball from Nunnery, his first speed up, and then let the second one go through the middle, and it drops through.
1-0-1.
1-0-1, the score for serve here.
Point.
Foe trying to do just a little too much with that forehand there.
2-0-1. Second serve.
Daescu leaving that slicing dink a little short. This pushes him on to their second serve.
2-0-2.
Daescu with it.
Side out.
I will say if there's one area that you can expose or Daescu has a little bit of a chink in the armor is on that backhand side. Predominantly with a consistent backhand dink. We've seen that break down a little bit.
Point.
There it was right there where we talked about early, Chad, that flip right there, but just goes a little too hard with it. If he takes something off it, it will stay in, and 1-2-1. Stone's not even going to hit it.
Second serve.
That one also could use something taken off of it.
Yeah, I saw Foe do that on the right with that kind of mix of backhand, went into the body of Daescu. That one just hits it a little too hard.
Point.
That's a good spot right there from Stone. Instead of trying to really rip this ball down the line where Daescu is going to defend, he goes to the middle and forces Daescu to open up the forehand.
Point.
Dink left short there by Rob Nunnery. So Foe and Stone, after going down 0-2 to start this first game, have their first lead up 3-2.
Point.
That's a good move there from Stone. Knows that Foe's going to drive into the body of Nunnery.
4-2-2.
Crashes, gets that ball a little elevated. Daescu is trying to get out of the way, but still caught the paddle.
Side out.
I like the aggressive dink, though, attempt there from Wyatt Stone. Trying to really pull Andrei Daescu to the sideline.
2-4-1.
That's what you got to do. You got to try and get him out of position. When he sets his feet and is in good position, he's trouble.
Second serve.
Nice speed up there, right into the body of Nunnery. Hard place to defend.
2-4-2.
2-4-2, the score for Daescu's serve.
Point.
Goes between the shoulder and head of Andrei Daescu right there as he lets that ball go. And yeah, it's 2 balls I think that
3-4-2.
Fote was just a little early on, or ambitious on.
Point.
Fote tries to go a little tighter there with the dinks. One thing Nunnery will do, too, is he'll float a ball and bait you into speeding it up.
4-4-2.
But by the time you go for it, it's dropped enough below the net that you're hitting up.
Side out.
That one, again, sailing long from Rob Nunnery, so side out here. Nunnery and Daescu, though, doing some work on that service side, ties things up.
4-4-1.
4-4-1.
Oh,
Daescu with the Ernie, I believe.
How do you avoid the
Second
post
serve.
right there?
well, not only the post, but these feet,
4-4-2.
because they're raised, if you step on that,
Side out.
oh, somehow he misses. If you step on that foot, it's actually a fault. The
4-4-1.
ones that are flat, they're considered part of the court, but those raised ones, somehow he lands between it and then steps over it.
Delicate footwork there.
Second serve.
There's that left hand in the middle again there from Todd Fote as he just steps in, takes that lefty
4-4-2.
forehand.
Side out.
A good job by Daescu there, being able to adjust off of the net cord. It sits up again. I
4-4-1.
like the aggression from Stone there, putting some pressure on Nunnery and Daescu.
Second serve.
For that one, just a little too deep.
4-4-2. Side out. 4-4-1.
4-4-1 for Nunnery's serve.
Second serve.
Daescu leaving that dink short. Early on in this game, I do feel like we're seeing more
4-4-2.
missed hits from Daescu and Nunnery than maybe we're used to.
Side
Yeah,
out.
like that right there,
Yes,
AJ, right
yeah.
on cue, right? Like Nunnery doesn't have the flick dialed in right now, and there's a little bit of a breeze on court. Really can't tell where it is, kind of swirling at the
4-4-1.
moment, but yes, you're exactly right. Now, Daescu played till about 8:30 last night.
Second serve.
No, 9:30, excuse me,
it
last
was very
night.
late.
Yes.
The bronze medal match was going, I mean, that was a
4-4-2.
long day for a lot of these players. Daescu certainly with one of the longer days to punch his ticket to the mixed doubles gold medal match with Susanna Barr tomorrow.
Ooh,
Side
nice setup there from Wyatt Stone. I like the speed up right there. He got Nunnery to block, has a ball for Fote to actually do something with right here, but he just yanks it too far. He had the sideline open. Good setup there from Wyatt Stone.
So it goes back to the side of Daescu and Nunnery. 4-4-1, the score for Nunnery's serve.
Point.
Sheesh.
Just when you think you have him out of position or off balance, Daescu gets back on balance here. Watch right there. He's off balance for a second, but then really comes back in and punches that backhand through.
Daescu's length is one of the things we always talk about as one of his strengths. His dad played for the Romanian national basketball team, but the footwork, too, I think, is something that we're seeing a lot of.
The double net cord there. Good adjustment from Wyatt Stone on the first one, and then gives it back to Nunnery.
5-4-2.
5-4-2 for Daescu's serve.
Point.
Stone decides to go to the two-handed backhand on that last one and kind of gets over the top of it a little too much.
Side out.
A little too much.
Yeah, forehand too strong into the net.
Well, it's too much body movement there. Actually, he's out there reaching for it, but you see the body slide left, so then he ends up pulling across the body, and that's why it catches the net cord.
Second serve.
Good hands from Daescu because that speed up from Nunnery was about 50-50, and
4-6-2.
Fote had a good counter, but Daescu with good hands in the middle with the forehand.
Side out.
And that's exactly what Daescu does right there, right? He slides to the sideline to get that first counter, but then what does he do? He doesn't stay there. So watch the footwork there, and then bounces right back to the middle.
Well, that's also understanding the angle and where that ball is going to come back. If he's going back crossbody on Fote to the backhand, it's going to come back in a straight line, whereas that the forehand. So it's that 1-2 combination where we see a lot of players with the counter or the speed up. They watch to see what that ball's going to do or where it's going to come back and then try to get there, and usually they're late.
And that's good recognition of angles by Daescu, right? So that ball is, right, it wasn't deep, it was wide, right? Because you have to understand where you're going with that speed up. He does realize that ball's going to go well wide, gets out of the way.
Side out.
But it's, can we call Daescu and Nunnery Team Novocaine? Just give it time, it'll work, right? Because they were down 4-1, right? Down 4-1, and then they're just like 2 points here, 2 points here, 2 points here. And then all of a sudden it's just like, okay, we're down by 3, and it's like, what's going on?
They're just going to numb you up before they start pulling out the teeth.
Yes, exactly. And right now they're going in and starting to pull teeth right now. All right?
It's an analogy that works, Tom. I like it.
Oh, it's in.
Yeah.
Oh. Daescu. It's a benefit of being too tall, and it's a disadvantage of being too tall.
5-7-2.
Another look at this point.
Ball dropped right inside that line.
Nunnery's yelling bounce it as it goes right off Daescu's shoulder.
Yeah. He wants him to get out of the way, but Nothing a big man can do there.
Well, we saw Daescu take one right to the middle of the forehead last night as well.
Point.
That one.
And Stone tosses his
Stone would
paddle up
like
to
that
himself and
back.
almost got away from him.
Because this was a great idea here by Stone to change the pace, but
8-5-1.
couldn't get the ball over the net. So it's 8-5 for Daescu and Nunnery.
There's that
Second serve.
mix of backhand flick again. Drops the paddle head straight down. And then he changes direction
8-5-2.
just by hitting a different side of the ball.
Puts Daescu and Nunnery on their second serve.
Oh,
Side out.
nice hands there from Fotis. All he does is just get on top of this and punch it straight down. Doesn't try and do too much. Great job.
Taking a look at it here. Yeah, just a quick
5-8-1.
punch. Little jab past Nunnery.
Second serve.
Little
ball-
confusion in the middle.
Well, yeah, that ball's all about the spot there from Nunnery. It's not the pace that
5-8-2.
creates the error, it's the spot.
Point.
Looked like maybe an out ball there. Hit by Todd, but works out in the end. Daescu
6-8-2.
sending that long. 6-8-2.
Side out.
Daescu doesn't even bring the paddle up right there. He's in his ready position. He knows that if the ball is hit
8-6-1.
hard above that paddle, it's going to go out. So he just drops the paddle, doesn't even turn around.
Second serve.
And again, these two getting into these rallies, these quick exchanges, and Daescu sending it long.
Well, the reason being is that right now,
8-6-2.
Fote and excuse me, and Stone are forcing
Side out.
Daescu to hit up on the ball. They're getting on top of it just enough. It's not a linear ball.
6-8-1.
It's an up-down ball. So then when Daescu attacks, he's coming from down up, and that ball goes about a foot deep.
Second serve.
Good insight there. As we
6-8-2.
mentioned, two coaches in the booth with me, so always something to be learned from these professionals that you can incorporate into your own game, should you so choose.
That's
Point.
good pressure dink right there from Fodi. Gets Daescu pinching just enough to the middle, goes right behind him enough to get him on his heels. And now Fote and Stone back within one.
7-8-2.
7-8-2 for Stone's serve.
Side out.
That time Daescu making sure he gets on top of that ball, down at the feet, in the middle.
Yeah.
That's a difficult attack from Nunnery.
Well, right here, just a quick flick, elevated ball to Stone. The only thing he can do is just try to get a paddle on to protect his face. Creates the pop-up. But even if he doesn't get a paddle on that, that ball's
8-7-1.
probably going to drop inside the baseline.
8-7-1 for Nunnery's serve.
A little miscommunication. That
Second
was a
serve.
slow motion scorpion.
Yes. Came over the paddle. Watch the paddle go all the way across his face.
8-7-2.
And
Second serve.
nice job by Fote getting on top of that ball too.
Side
Fote
out.
doing a good job putting the pressure on in that point, forcing the side out.
And Nunnery dropped the ball back in and then comes in full attack mode
7-8-1.
and tries to flip this, but Foe was not surprised by it.
This could be something like we were talking about with our last match,
Timeout
is that
receivers.
everybody knows Daescu and Nunnery in men's
8-8-1.
doubles. We have seen them
1
play
minute.
on Championship Sundays so many times this season. We've seen them play a lot here on Saturdays as they get deeper into the draw. And so if you are looking for tape on Daescu and Nunnery, it is out there.
Yes, you're exactly right. And again, Nunnery and Daescu also, though, too, they are very familiar with Wyatt Stone and
Yes.
Todd Pope. They've seen them before, maybe not together, but again, that feeling out process here early on. But a nice little run here from Pope and Stone, and we're all square at 8 apiece now in this first game.
Nunnery and Daescu have, for the most part, been in charge here on Championship Court, but Fote and Stone have just been relentless and unafraid, too. I think that's the thing that's been pretty impressive, is they haven't been afraid to attack either throughout this first game.
15 seconds. Receivers, 1 timeout remaining. Servers, 2 timeouts remaining.
So like I mentioned, Rob Nunnery and Andrei Daescu with a lot of tape out there. Let's break some of it down now.
Right, and you have what they do so well is they work through the transition area. They never rush. Watch this here, as they're never rushing to get anywhere. But you see how they're tandem. Daescu trying to pinch a little here early, but as they work through that transition area,
It's one of the things with doubles partners that we talk about all the time is the communication and knowing where your partner is going to be. It is something shown in that video, and John, exactly like you were talking through, Daescu and Nunnery just have a feel for where the other one is going to be
9-8-1.
on the court. Right now, though, it's about Fote and Stone
Second
taking the
serve.
lead.
Yeah, I can't overturn it.
Foe thought that that serve was in. Nunnery called it out and was pretty confident in it.
9-8-2.
So it pushes them on to their second serve. Fote with it. 9-8-2.
Oh,
Line out.
Stone, good aggression, good step forward there. Puts the pressure on. It just catches that third ball
8-9-1.
off the edge guard. Fote looked like he had the forehand behind it.
Point.
That one tries to reach in. Does Stone. Can't get the ball over the net.
And this is where those
9-9-1.
unforced errors against higher seeds, they start to clean it up, and you start to make some unforced errors, and this is where it comes down to it.
Tense times here on Championship Court. Daescu and Nunnery.
3 in a row.
3 unforced errors in a row from Fote and Wyatt Stone.
10-9-1.
That's the difference.
So now Daescu and Nunnery with a chance to win the game here.
Point
And they
game.
do. Nunnery
11-9.
ready for this speed up,
Nunnery
sends it
Daescu.
right back at the feet
Timeout,
of Stone.
St.
And so
James.
game one goes to Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery. 11-9. Game two coming up when we come back to Houston.
Need to sell tickets for an event? From Sports Illustrated's official ticketing platform, introducing Box Office. Manage ticketing for sports, festivals, fundraisers, and more, paid or free. And we go beyond the barcode. Introducing Super Ticket. Super Tickets are secured by blockchain technology and transform into exclusive digital content, promotions, and rewards between the event and guests. Cheaper, better, simpler, more secure. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Partner with us for your next event.
1 minute.
The APP is presented by AARP, Volpe, and PowerPlate.
Welcome back to the 2023 APP Houston Open. Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery take a hard-fought Game 1 against Wyatt Stone and Todd Fote. Good hands all around between these two teams. A lot of great exchanges, a lot of great rallies in that first one, and Fote and Stone came to play.
Yeah, Fote and Stone played really well. That was as close as it's going to get at 11-9. See what they do here in Game 2 as the wind starts to pick up big time here.
Well, it could have been closer, but 11-9's pretty close.
What an angle taken there by Wyatt Stone. Daescu can't reach it.
I'm in a funky
Chad's
mood.
in a mood today.
I'm in a funky mood
Chad's in a
today.
mood today.
It's never going to get closer than 2 points.
Right.
Hey,
Point.
I think the heat's getting to me.
1-0. Fote and Stone take the lead here early in Game 2.
Point.
That's excellent communication and movement there from Stone and Fote. Quick change after Stone came over, took that ball on the left side. Oh, that ball was just
Second
wide.
serve. Two 0-2.
Daescu with the speed up there. Response sailing long, so it's a side out.
0-2-1.
Daescu and Nunnery with a chance to get on the board here. Nunnery with the serve.
Point.
Good step in there from Daescu in the middle and starting that, but the key is he goes outside of Wyatt Stone. Stone counters back,
1-2-1.
but Nunnery there to clean it up in the middle.
Second serve.
A little slow ball there from Stone. Nunnery trying to extend and take that one
1-2-2.
cross court, but there wasn't enough pace without moving the feet.
Point.
Fote leaving that dink little short. Hits the Skechers sign and instead of going over it.
2-2-2.
So ties us up 2-2. Also second serve. So 2-2-2.
Point.
That's good. That's a good spot there from Daescu, elevating the ball. Fote
3-2-2.
thought he was going to go down the line of the forehand side. Just gets him crossed up.
Side out.
That one left short, so a side out here.
2-3-1.
2-3-1 for Fote's serve.
Second serve.
Yeah, Stone leaving his feet right there. If he stays feet on the ground, stay balanced, get on top of that ball right here, that's an easy winner.
Second serve. 2-3-2. Point.
Ooh, nice shape. Watch this one here as Fote comes across and lets it develop.
3-3-2.
We see him go on the inside part of the ball. Or outside part of the ball, I should say.
Side out.
Daescu having none of that right there. That's a little fly swatter for him as that speed up's right at his backhand.
3-3-1.
3-3-1 for Daescu's serve.
Point.
1-2 combination from Daescu is so good. You see, when he attacks, he extends through it. That takes him straight back to the ready position. He can adjust to either side, this time going double backhand.
Oh, Andrei Daescu, get up for that ball.
Big backhanded overhead right there from Team Novocaine. At it again after they spotted him a 2-0 lead. And it's just like, here we go. We'll give you a lead and play around a little bit. And we'll take that lead back and slowly.
5-3-2.
5-3-2 for Nunnery's serve.
Side out.
Backhand dink left a little short by Nunnery.
Yeah, well, you see Nunnery look down at his left foot right there. He needed to drop that left foot back to give himself a little bit of time and separation from that ball. Left foot stays, he gets jammed up as Nunnery comes over. Too bad that microphone's not turned on right there. Nunnery's like, yeah, it's pretty sloppy stuff right now. But that's where, you know, both Daescu and Nunnery going out looking for perfection. They do get frustrated with themselves when they make that unforced error.
6 gold medals as a team. The most recent one was in Dallas for Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery. Let's take a look back at the Vlasic instant classic that was in Dallas.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic gotta say. I got them picking up the pieces. That mean you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it cause you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot. Wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand, ayy. We on overtime, you don't need to understand, ayy. You just show them how to do it when you don't know what to say. Tell me how you plan to win if you plan to play the same. Moving fast, already gone, yeah, but you bringing me back. Try to double cross me, dog, just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving, what we doing. Cause I can get bigger, cause I can get
Here's a look at the Discount Tire upcoming schedule. As you can see, we're wrapping things up here in 2023. Next month in Chicago, the U.S. Indoor Championship is going to be November 29th to December 3rd, and then back like we never left, picking it back up in January. Cannot wait for 2024 and all that is ahead. But speaking of ahead, Daescu and Nunnery with a 2-point lead here in Game 2. Fote and Stone, though, refusing to go away. Live action in Houston.
What? 3 balls where he's just...
Point.
Daescu gets 3 balls off the end of the paddle on the forehand and back inside. Somehow still keeps him in the point.
4-5-1.
These two teams just fighting through every single point here.
Such a good ball right there down the middle from Daescu, splitting the difference. Almost looked like it was going to go long. It doesn't.
Point.
Nunnery taking a look back at the sideline, wondering if he hit an out ball there.
5-5-2.
5-5-2.
Oh,
Side out.
what a move from Daescu. He just slides, gets his body in position perfectly, and then just punches this back down with the backhand. That's just great footwork there from Daescu.
5-5-1.
So gets the ball back on his side. Daescu with the serve. 5-5-1.
Second serve.
And that dink left short by Rob Nunnery. So on to their second serve.
Yeah, again, just the footwork there from
5-5-2.
Nunnery. The ball gets a little too close to the body. Weight's going back.
Side out.
Little help there off the net.
Foe's going to take that all day right there. Give him a little love as they get the side out.
So without Nunnery and Daescu adding to their scoreline either. So really important
5-5-1.
exchange there. Fulton Stone with a chance to take the lead.
Second serve.
And that's one of those things, those mistakes you can't make. You can't miss a third. Against a
5-5-2.
top seed, you have to make all your thirds, even if it's high. Make them play something.
Side out.
Yeah, it's a quick side out there for Fulton Stone.
5-5-1.
Perfect
Second serve.
spot there from Stone. And again, it's the pace. It's not hard hit. It's
5-5-2.
just rolled down.
He couldn't have threw it there any better.
Ooh, the Ernie from Andrei Daescu, though, always going to be difficult to defend.
Yeah, that's a good move right there from Daescu. He waits till the last second, too. Doesn't go
6-5-2.
too early. He almost goes after Stone hits this ball. But again, his length is such a big factor right there.
Hey, I'm really excited right now.
Point.
Nunnery speeding that up right at the left shoulder. Wyatt Stone couldn't get his paddle up in time or out of the way. So Daescu and Nunnery
7-5-2.
with the 7-5-2 lead.
Side out.
But another side out.
5-7-1. Point.
Nice ball right there from Foe reaching in. He caught Daescu just enough on the move to the sideline to open up this hole in the middle.
Point. 6-7-1.
6-7-1 for Stone serve.
Second serve.
Another good spot there. Folk catching that one late.
6-7-2.
We talk about it so many times as far as about it's all about the spot compared to the pace. Nunnery and Daescu do that so well.
Point.
Great spot there. And just like that, another tie here. Fote and Stone just refusing to go away. We've been tied at every single point except for 1-all. Tied at 2s, tied at 3s. Oh, and 4s, excuse me. 3, 2, 3, 5, and now 7. A lot of ties so far in this second game. Nunnery and Daescu took the tightly contested game 1.
7-7-1.
Daescu just ready to jump on that one moment of slight hesitation here from Fote and Stone. You see their paddles cross in the middle, and Daescu ready.
Yeah, but it's all about the patience there from Nunnery and Daescu. They move the ball around. They stay patient. They wait for that error. And it's a ball to the left foot of Stone that creates it. Such a difficult ball there, even though it doesn't look like it's hard.
Point.
Stone trying to roll that and put pressure on Daescu, on Nunnery cross court. But again, when you try and do that, if you're trying to be so perfect as he was right there, that's what happens. You can go off the tape, and then again, now it's a 2-point lead for Daescu and Nunnery as they're rolling along here slowly but surely in this second game.
So we've seen a lot of great exchanges between these two teams. Let's take a look back at our Vlasic rally of the match.
This is all Daescu here.
Yeah, a little bit of everything in this one. Daescu catches 3 balls off the edge of the paddle, somehow keeps it down in the kitchen. But the speed up there from Fote, and again, the elevated balls makes it so difficult to get on top of.
Yes, exactly, because of the pace. So it's elevated, and with pace, you're behind it, and then again, your paddle lags, and you can't get that paddle on top of the ball. Whereas if you're out in front, it's a slower ball. You can get on top, control that pace, get it at your opponent's feet.
9-7-1.
9-7-1, the score for Daescu's serve.
Second serve.
That one flipped wide. So pushes them on to their second. It's going to be Rob Nunnery.
9-7-2.
Taking it.
Second serve. Side out.
So good, well-called timeout there. Fote and Stone come out of it, forcing the side out before Daescu and Nunnery can extend their lead. Now it's time for them to try and put some points on the board of their own, and they do.
Well, Daescu a little casual coming out of the uncoil right there, and he got caught. Stone caught him. That's a good job by Wyatt Stone speeding that ball up in that spot.
Second serve.
Yeah, it's a tough ball for Stone to speed up. Not quite high enough. He's almost fully extended here and hitting up on the ball. Daescu ducking down. This time getting out of the way. Took one in the shoulder. A bit of a matrix move.
Side out.
Stone jumping to the two-handed backhand. I like it, but he ends up jumping just a little too far here. As watch when he jumps to clear himself on the two-hander, he just gets it just enough off of the edge. Right there. Can't get it up and over, but nice hands battle.
9-8-1.
So now it's Daescu, 9-8-1, the score.
Point.
Again, Nunnery baiting the speed up. It looks like it's high enough, but it doesn't have enough pace on it to keep going
10-8-1.
deep into the kitchen. Ends up dropping down. Stone fully extended. Brings up match point.
Point game match.
And that is how it ends. Andrei Daescu and Rob Nunnery with some hard-fought games there. Todd and Wyatt Stone giving them everything they can handle, but the defending gold medalists from Dallas take another step towards defending that title here in Houston. We'll hear from them when we come back.
We save time when we buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Take a check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time.
002. Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Retirement. It's not all one big vacation. It's great to find purpose by trying a new activity. Keep an active social life, but don't forget to make new friends too. As always, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Isn't it wonderful to be retired?
The APP is presented by Lexus, SunMed, and Chicken and Pickle.
Now we're taking a look at match point for Rob Nunnery and Andrei Daescu. Couple of elevated balls, floating balls here. Trying to create the speed ups from Stone and Folt. Folt just a little late on that one. So it's Nunnery and Daescu moving through to the winner's bracket final, and they're courtside with Dominic Catalano.
All right, Rob, Andrei, first and foremost, I mean, that's a battle right there. In this heat, too, the humidity, how much of a factor is that playing here in Houston?
Oh, that's a huge factor. I mean, we're just dripping, grips wet. It's a little swirly with the wind, which is tough. And those guys put a lot of pressure on you, right? Like, they're coming out and attacking. And so it was really hard to find a rhythm, but we stuck it out.
Kind of dubbed you guys Team Novocaine in the booth today, talking about how you guys just grind teams out and you kind of wear everybody out until at the end you just kind of make that. What is it like when you guys are doing that to an opponent?
We try to stick to our game plan. We talk before matches. We come up with a game plan there and try to stick to it the best we can. And we thought against these guys, we wanted them to kind of strike first because we know they're going to be a little edgy at the kitchen line. And it worked pretty well. Not the easiest plan to execute in this kind of wind and conditions, but we did the best of it and just happy to get to the finals of the main bracket now with Rob, and hopefully we have one more left for today.
All right, well, congratulations, guys. I can let you guys go take a break. We'll take a break here on Championship Court. Next up, another men's doubles match here at the APP Houston Open.